Hi there, this is Windsor here, and welcome to my first ever gadget review. And this is a review of the brand new Sennheiser Amperior headphone. And this is brought to you from the beach of sunny Costa Blanca. So, I hope you are sitting comfortably. And on with this review. This is Sennheiser's new portable headphone called the Amperior, which is based on their HD25 headphone, which, if you don't know, it is one of the industry standard choices for many headphone professionals, including DJs, audio engineers, people who track in recording studios, and also it's a very popular choice for many non-professional music lovers. I first discovered the HD25 when I was on tour drumming for an artist named Fish, who was in a band called Marillion, and I found the HD25 when I was having a day off in a department store. I bought it and was wowed. I thought the HD25 allowed me to hear music with much greater clarity than I'd ever experienced through headphones, and it was a really enjoyable experience. And after buying the HD25, I started to use it on stage, much preferring it over the budget in-ear monitors that I was given at the start of the tour. And ever since then, I've really enjoyed the HD25. Now, for those of you that don't know about the sound of the HD25, which the Amperior is designed to sound like, the HD25 has a very flat, well-balanced, neutral sound quality, and it particularly shines on its bass emphasis, which is slightly prominent in addition to that well-balanced sound. The Amperior, the main differences from the HD25, the Amperior has an obvious difference, which is this one has silver aluminium ear cups and swivel caps. This aluminium actually focuses the sound over the plastic cups, which I found was a little bit boomy at times with the HD25s. I'll talk more about the sound quality a bit later, but these cups, apart from adding a bling factor to this headphone, they serve a very practical purpose in terms of sound quality. Now, the other difference that I noticed is the pads. The Amperior has a soft velour in the inside of the headband, which feels lovely to stroke, and the same padding is found inside the ear cups. And this is a similar sort of velour material that is found on Sennheiser's flagship headphone, the HD800, and also the HD700. And before I've even listened to any music with this headphone, when I put it on, it feels right, and it feels very satisfying to wear. Some other differences from the HD25: the Amperior is designed for use with iDevices such as iPhones, iPods, iPads, etc. And it comes with a few different cables. The HD25 had just one cable that runs through the headband and is about 1 metre long. And the Amperior comes with a short 0.3 metre cable and two detachable cables. The first of which, and the only one I have here on this beach with me, is the female to male cable, about 0.86 metres, thereabouts. And this has a remote control, which, volume up, volume down, play, pause, track forward, track back. And this is also good for answering your phone, because there's a microphone installed here, which offers excellent facilitation for hands-free calling. It's great if you're walking down the street and don't want to put your phone up to your ear. The other cable that comes is not this one, but it's another female to male straight cable sans the remote control. Is the kind of thing that would be probably more suitable for someone who just used the HD25 for, say, desktop use and didn't require the remote control. Anyway, on to the audio quality of the Amperior. Now, the Amperior sounds very similar to the HD25. Overall, I would say it's a step up in quality, with the Amperior sounding slightly more cohesive overall. This is a very versatile sounding headphone. It provides a clear window into whatever recordings that you listen with, and for example, even though there's very prominent bass, I think all the details can be clearly heard. Like for example, I was listening to the Foo Fighters song All My Life, and in the middle of that song there's a lot of, in the breakdown section, the breakdown and the build up, there's a lot of bass activity there, and I could clearly hear the attack of the bass drum beater over and above the bass guitar line there, so a lot of detail. The sub bass is excellent in this headphone. I was listening to the drum and bass track Seven Samurai by Photek, and I could feel the sub bass in my chest vibrating, so it's a lot of fun. In terms of the treble, I think this is a very clear and detailed listen that is immensely enjoyable. The overall sound quality for the Amperior would be on the level of audiophile grade, meaning that you can hear all of the details, and you can hear what you're feeding the headphone with immense clarity. Like, you can easily differentiate between other components in your audio chain. And while this isn't the same level of clarity as headphones such as the HD 800, which is Sennheiser's flagship headphone, and other flagship headphones like the Odyssey LCD3, the Amperior still delivers clarity at a great level, that considering this costs just a fraction of the price of those other headphones I said, then I think this is an excellent value headphone. One last point about sound is the Amperior has a very intense, closed-in sound, which is great for all those musics that I've already spoken about. Though if you listen to classical music, which in my experience benefits from headphones that have an open, spacious sounding character, then the Amperior may not be the headphone for you, and it's just the sound characteristic of the headphone. Is personal preference based on what you listen to. But if you get a chance to hear this Amperior, I would highly recommend it. Now, in terms of value, the Amperior currently costs around £260 UK, and initially I was thinking, okay, £100 more for this headphone, this Amperior, over the Sennheiser's HD25 and the Adidas Originals version. Is it really worth it? At first I wasn't so sure, but come to think of it, I would say that it is, in my opinion, and here's why. Well, first of all, the new pads and the aluminium cups, I prefer the look of that, and also the aluminium cups. These are actually machined from a solid block of aluminium, which no doubt adds to the manufacturing cost over and above that of the HD25. So there's that, and also in terms of portable headphones in this price range, I honestly say that the Amperior is the highest quality headphone I have heard in that regard. For example, the B&W P5 headphone costs about £250, and recently at an airport I AB'd the Amperior and the B&W, and much preferred the clarity of the Amperior. I thought the Amperior sounded a lot more natural, and by natural I mean if I was at a live performance, a live concert performance, and hearing it with my own ears in person, that would be a natural sound, and that's what the Amperior delivers, and I thought it was far superior than the B&W P5 in that regard. There's another headphone by a company called Bose, the Quiet Comfort headphone, which costs about £300. I thought the Amperior made the Bose sound thin and tinny by comparison, so Amperior once again gets my vote. Finally, I'm just going to say that the Amperior is a world-class headphone, an excellent product from Sennheiser, and gets my highest recommendation as the best portable supra-aural headphone I've yet heard. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video review for the Amperior. I've really enjoyed creating it, and all I have to say is thank you, have fun, and cheers.